Welcome back, everybody, to the Phantom Pain, Metal Gear Solid 5. This mission is not actually a mission. This video is going to be a little bit different than usual. You guys have only seen me out in the field, and you've never really seen me in the ACC or at Motherbase even. I just keep talking about it with no actual showcasing of it. So I figured I might as well just kind of record what it's like, the base management side of things. So if you're not into base management, don't watch this video, because you will not like it, probably. But you can see we're in the helicopter, and there's a bunch of like pictures in the background, and I'm a little stinky. I got some flies around me. Got my shotgun up there. You can see I have a new buddy over here. That's her name. Her name's Quiet. Can't really get a good look at her, but she's over there. So look forward to one of those future videos where you see her in action. But I'm just gonna kind of show you what it's like actually playing this game, so you can see Quiet's in the background there. So this is the development page of Motherbase. So I can go here and I can click a couple different options to develop new gear and weapons to help in my field ops and my missions. So you can see I have a lot of things that I can make. Now, the sucky thing about being a non-lethal player is that all of the cool shit you can't really fuck with. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff I haven't developed, and most of it be kind of pointless. This pistol, for example, can ricochet bullets off of walls, and it's pretty sick. You got like this revolver right here that shoots grenades or some shit. I don't even know. Can't use it. So mostly what I'm worried about as a non-lethal player is my support weapons, stuff like this. This is stuff that kind of helps me with, you know, distracting enemies and just kind of sneaking my way through missions and shit. So you can see I got a hand grenade upgrade. I don't really want that, so I'm not going to use it. So yeah, we got the support weapons, you got your placeables, things like this as well. Don't mind Quiet, by the way. She's just doing her stretches back there. If you're looking, there's something wrong with you, alright? Just leave her be. So we can see I can actually upgrade my C4 if I get my R&D team to 52. So this is what I've been talking about. I have been yapping a bunch about how I need to level up my staff, because as you can see, I'm nowhere near close to being able to develop this C4, even though I have the resources for it. So a lot of the cool shit in this game, you just really need a really top-notch Motherbase staff in order to get to. Like, so, you know, and I'm making progress, but it's going to take a minute to really get there. So yeah, this is pretty much what it looks like. You can also develop stuff for your buddies as well. So, it takes a second to load. We get a good view of Quiet for a second. Yeah, you can see this is kind of overwhelming. There's a lot of shit going on here. So you got all of your buddies sorted up here, and all of the equipment that you can also develop for them. So for example, with D-Wolf, I have him naked right now because I actually like the ability he gets in his naked uniform. But I'm waiting to be able to get the stun upgrade. Because with this, I can just have D-Dog go attack somebody and he'll knock them out automatically, and that's going to just save me so much hassle. But we have to progress a little bit further in the story before we can get it. With Quiet, I think I've talked about this in one of my videos. I haven't showcased her yet. I did actually record a mission with Quiet, but there wasn't a lot of story. It was just me blowing up shit, so I kind of just scrapped it. So you'll get to see her shortly, I'm sure. But you can see she uses sniper rifles, and the one that she has equipped is lethal with no suppressor. And I mean, in a game like Metal Gear Solid 5, not having a suppressor is kind of crazy, because the moment you shoot that gun, every enemy on the map is going to be alerted. Now, they'll be alerted to her and not me, so you can get some use of this, but like I said, I don't want people to die, so Quiet's really just there for moral support at the moment. However, I have been able to develop this tranquilizer sniper rifle, but it still doesn't have a suppressor, so we got to level her up a little bit more in order to get the Guilty Butterfly, which has the suppressor as part of it. You can see right now we're just missing a little bit of a bomb level with her, so I still have to kind of grind her out a little bit. So yeah, that's the buddies. There's a couple other buddies. I guess I didn't talk about D-Walker. The issue with D-Walker as a buddy is that, I mean, he's a fucking robot, which is pretty cool, but he's very niche, and I feel like he's more suited for lethal playthroughs where you're blowing shit up, and in that sense, he's pretty badass. And you can make him non-lethal, but he doesn't have any abilities to scan enemies or things like that. He's kind of like a jack-of-all-trades, master of none, so to me, he's pretty worthless. But with that being said, he's highly customizable. You can see there's a lot of shit you can make for him. I just don't care. And then, yeah, we can also upgrade the helicopter. Now, for me, my favorite aspect of this game is these two options right here. You got your staff management and your base facilities. I'm going to start with base facilities first, I think, so you guys can get an idea of how much I've grown Motherbase. So you can see we've got a couple different platforms here, and if I go back to the command platform and zoom out, you can see that this is Motherbase. We got the different branches of Motherbase, and she's pretty fucking massive. Now, unfortunately, at the moment, I do not have enough resources to upgrade Motherbase's platforms at the moment, so I need to go get some more resources, but I'm pretty close. You can see I got my combat unit, my R&D platform, and my base development and support platforms, 3 out of the 4 of the upgrades, so they're pretty much almost maxed out. And the benefit of building new platforms, besides it just being visually cool, is that it increases the amount of staff you can have to that division. And the more staff you have, the easier it is to rank up the overall level of the division. So you can see on the right side where all the numbers are, I got like 85, 0, 85, 85. Pretty much all of my staff are maxed out, so I can't actually use any more staff at the moment. And I guess this will kind of segue into the staff management section. If you click here, I'll give it a second to load. It has to load a lot of shit. This is actually the staff of Motherbase. This is all the soldiers I've captured, all the soldiers I've collected from combat deployments, things of that nature. And as you can see, if I go to my waiting room right here, let's just get an idea of how many people are in the waiting room. I have 192 guys just chilling in here that I can't even deploy to one of my divisions, one of my platforms, because there's just not enough fucking room. Now, most of these guys are pretty ass. Like this dude right here, you can see on the right, his ranks are pretty fucking terrible, so I'm probably going to dismiss him. But then at the bottom, you can see we got like some A+ combat unit staff, and, you know, they're not bad, it's just I don't have enough space for them, so it kind of feels bad to fire them, but to be completely honest with you guys, that's pretty much all you really can do. So there's a lot of buttons in this game. I'm not going to explain all of it, but now that I've selected them all, I can press R2, or excuse me, which one is it? I fucking forgot. Is it... No, it's X. Okay, so I'm going to click X here, and I'm going to dismiss them. I'm just going to completely fucking fire them. That's going to get rid of them, and that's going to clear up some space. Now you can see, unfortunately, we're not able to fire this guy because he's like relevant to the story or whatever. It's some bullshit like that, but yeah, in general, this is what we're looking at. And if I was to just hover, let's say, look at my combat unit, I'm just going to kind of scroll. You can see that I got a lot of S ranks and A++s, and in fact, if I scroll all the way down, for the most part, we're only dealing with A++ units in the combat unit. We do have a couple A+ units, but honestly, that's not the worst. And more importantly, you might have noticed I have this character with a C-level combat rating, and I also have her locked, if you see under her name. The reason is just because you're actually able to deploy as these people from the combat unit. I could do a main story mission as any one of these people. And so sometimes playing a female, you get unique outfits and other like things you can do, so it's just kind of fun. So I just like to have one female staff member in the combat squad, and in general, female staff are very rare in this game. You don't really find them, typically. But yeah, so that's pretty much the staff management. So with that being said, the only other thing that's like remotely interesting is the combat deployment. This is where you make a lot of your income, and you get a lot of materials and resources and things like that. And so I've been talking about my combat staff, and this is their main function, is that I can send them out on these missions to gather rewards for me. So for example, we have Far Waters Exploitation. I'm going to, if you look at the reward at the bottom, you can see I can get 12,000 precious metal, and that's important for developing Motherbase. So I'm going to send out some units. In a way, I don't know how many of you have played Assassin's Creed. This really reminds me of like Black Flag in Assassin's Creed 3. How you had your assassins you could send out to do something very similar. So I'm just going to send those guys out, and I'm just going to scroll through here real quick and see if anything stands out to me. And then, yeah, this is the other unique function. You can see down here we got these white squares with like a helmet, a camera, a moon, and shit like that. And pretty much, you can send your combat units out to affect the soldiers in the area of operations you are doing missions in. So if I was to send my units out here, they're going to destroy helmets that are being supplied to the enemy soldiers. And so when I'm out in the field, enemies won't have metal helmets anymore, and they'll be more susceptible to headshots, which I'm telling you what, those metal helmets fucking suck. So I'm going to send some guys out to take care of that. And yeah, that's pretty much the combat deployment. You get some rewards and things like that. Let's go back to Motherbase, and this is the first time I have recorded this, so this should be a little bit exciting. And we're just going to go to the main command platform right here. And we're just going to head over. Another thing I like about the loading screens in this game is that they have so much to read. There are still things like hint. I don't know what these are called. Like, there's a name for these, like the hint screen or whatever. There's still things in here I haven't read before, and I'm always learning something new about this game. And I've been playing it for a long time. Oh, look, we got a cutscene. Oh shit, I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Nice work today, boss.
Welcome back, boss. Another successful mission. Great to see you safe, boss. Snake, you stink.
I guess the soldiers didn't like that I was covered in blood and shit. I didn't realize that was going to happen. There's actually... I'm kind of sad that this happened. Here, we'll look at Motherbase in a second. I don't want to spoil anything, so let's just walk over here real quick, and I'll look out in the ocean. Oh, let's not die, though. So that cutscene right there, that's kind of a whiff on my part, because there's actually a hidden interaction. If you have Quiet's bond level all the way, right before Ocelot goes to throw that bucket of water on you, she'll kind of stop his hand, and then you can go take a shower with her, and it's pretty fucking sick. So, fortunately, we missed out on that, and I don't think you get a second time to do that, but this is actually really cool. So, you can see this is the shower unit, and in between missions, you really should come back here and use it, because when you do, it visually cleans Snake, so there'll no longer be blood and shit on him, and he'll just come out looking refreshed. But it also improves a bunch of your other stats out on the field. It gives you like a bunch of hidden buffs. So right there, because I hadn't taken a shower in a minute, and the truth of the matter is that a lot of the times I'll just kind of set my game. I'll just like leave it and go do shit around my house, and I'll just kind of stay up in the helicopter. So boy's been in that helicopter for a minute, so I kind of got stinky. But anyways, welcome to Motherbase. As you can see, we're out on the ocean. It's kind of dark out, so let me actually fix that real quick. Let's use the Phantom cigar. Wait until it's daytime out. Oh, interesting. Didn't know that increased staff morale. Weird. Alright, that should do it. Okay. So now that it's daytime, we can get a better view. So as you can see, this is the main first command platform, and if you look out, there is just platforms everywhere. And when you first start the game, you just have this one platform, so it's really rewarding to just kind of come out here. And you can just come say hi to your staff members. You see they'll talk to you and shit.
Just give the order.
Fuck them up, you know what I'm saying? They like it, though. They like it. They like it. These are my boys.
Thanks for that, boss.
Alright, they don't even give a single fuck. So, then one benefit of really coming back here, besides just kind of exploring what you've created, is that every time you interact with a staff member for the first time, so every time you visit Motherbase and you interact with the staff member, that first interaction is going to give them a morale boost, and this is going to increase their performance, and it's pretty dramatic. The difference between the Motherbase staff having high morale and low morale really matters. Like, it will drop the whole squadron like a couple levels. As well as you can see the soldiers are down there kind of gossiping about me. So, it's really nothing to explore on the first command platform. I'm sorry, you know, guess I could go up there. Yeah, we'll just keep going, it's fine. We're gonna go across to the second platform over here. Get a better view of this. We're gonna go say hi to some more soldiers out here. They're hidden. There's one up there. See if we can find some more. Oh, there we go. So you can see, I'll show what I'm talking about right here.
Boss.
You can see I got increased his staff morale. Now, if I actually interrogate him, I can learn a bunch of stuff. So I say, where are the rest? It's going to show me where the rest of the guards are. There you go.
Spit it out.
And yeah, if you interrogate them, sometimes they'll tell you a little lore shit. It's kind of fun.
Boss, we really need some...
Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much how the staff morale system works. It's not super interesting. The nice thing about Motherbase is that there are diamonds hidden everywhere, and there's blueprints, and there's posters to pick up. There's a lot of collectibles to be discovered around here. And later on in the story, there's actually a couple massive story missions that are going to happen here as well. So it's kind of nice to come explore what you really set out to do. So with that being said, you can see we got vehicles and shit out here. You can drive across to the other platforms. I don't know what platform that is. Let me guess. That looks, if I had to guess, I think that's the medical platform. Am I right? Yeah. Let's take a drive over there. Now, I could call my helicopter over here to just kind of drive me out, but in my... You know what? Let's actually just do that. I had to think about it. Might as well just do it. There's no reason not to. It's called Pequod over here.
Arriving shortly at LZ.
Boss.
Here they come.
This is Pequod. On station at LZ.
And I'm going to actually have him take me over to the medical platform, and we're going to have an opportunity to just kind of see all of Motherbase from up in the helicopter. Now, the other thing with Motherbase is that, like I said, it's important to come back for a lot of reasons, but one of the other ones is we kind of saw it at the beginning, is that you do get a lot of cutscenes, and you will miss out on a lot of content if you're just kind of out in the field constantly. And if you're gone long enough, your soldiers will just straight up start to fucking leave, you know, so it's really important to come visit. You can see there's my emblem right there. It's my own custom thing. And yeah, all of it's customizable. I chose this color. To be completely honest with you, I would say that you've really got like 6 colors to choose from, and in my opinion, this is arguably the best. And I'm not even that big of a fan of like military green. It just looks the most aesthetic to me, I guess. It might be... Oh, I can't come... Seems like you can't customize the colors while you're on Motherbase. But it's neat. You can see we have jeeps, and we have there's a couple of like artillery pieces that you might have seen around the base. Those are all things that I've extracted from the field, as well as if you saw those material containers. Those are materials that I have extracted as well. So it really does feel rewarding for it to be built upon, especially considering this game came out in like 2015, and it still looks pretty damn good. It's a little bit dated, but it's still great. I would love to see this game get a remaster and have the base development aspect just be honed in just a little bit more, make some more things possible to happen here. I feel like that would be pretty cool, because sometimes it does feel a little bit barren and lifeless. I don't know how to describe it. You can kind of see like even these like arms that you're supposed to drive across to get to the different platforms. They're really just like a loading screen if you think about it, because it takes forever to drive. Even right now in this helicopter, all this really is that it's loading in the medical platform. Because obviously the game could not handle having all of this rendered. So I feel like a remaster might be able to smooth over some of these things. Maybe have some guards patrol between the platforms and shit like that. Lots of potential ideas I think could do with that. But what we're gonna do before I think I end this video is we're gonna visit Quiet Cell and show that off a little bit, and then I'll probably go start another mission. So this is where I've been keeping her. This is my little secret. Like I said, I haven't really showcased her this much, but she has her own private cell on the medical platform, where she just kind of chills out down here. Listen to a little bit of Rebel yell, it seems. It's not really much to talk about. It's just, you can't really interact with her, but you can look at her. You can shoot her. She just absorbs it because she's like that, you know? And as your bond increases with her, she'll actually start to, like, do different interactions. Anyways, I'm gonna leave before I get copyrighted. Not that it matters. Look at Rebel yell, bro. I don't have the money for that. But yeah, and then yeah, there's some side ops over there. Like, this is pretty much the extent of Motherbase. I'm not gonna lie. In the online mode, you're actually able to invade other players' FOB bases like this, and that's where it gets really interesting because you can set up your own defenses in the online mode. It's really cool, and even today, like 11 years later, there is still a very active FOB mission, FOB player base. So, anyways, I think I'm gonna end the video there. Thanks for watching, and